Greetings from Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, a regional coordinating institute, IIT Palakkad. I'm Sudarshan Kottai. I'm the regional coordinator of Regional Coordinating Institute, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, in the Institute of Technology, Palakkad. I warmly welcome all the participants and the resource person, Dr. Rajesh Pednekar from Goa, to this webinar, which is titled Sustainable SIP, a student-driven campaign against paper cups and single-use plastics on the occasion of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan Foundation Day. So this will showcase how a UBA participating institution can successfully bring transformative change, through UBA programs. I think this is very significant because we need to distinguish between UBA programs and other programs like National Service Scheme or CSS. Uh, on this day, 11th November 2025, we are marking 11 years of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan's journey as a flagship program by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. It's a huge privilege for me to introduce the resource person for this webinar, Dr. Rajesh Patnekar, who is the UBA PI coordinator since 2016, and his campaign against plastic cups attracted statewide attention in Goa, leading to the Chief Minister of Goa supporting the awareness campaign against microplastics from the use of the paper cups for hot beverages. As part of the program, the college adopted 5 villages, namely Haspur, Chandel, I'm sorry for the wrong pronunciation, Alorna and Asagaon in 2016-17. Okay. Okay. The college has also launched natural holy colors in 2020-21, preparing 3 tons of natural holy colors as a state green initiative. The college is actively working with students, farmers, and members of the self-help groups to explore the innovative, cost-effective, sustainable solutions to disposable paper cups for hot beverages. The college has launched a statewide campaign against the use of paper cups for serving hot beverages on 5th September 2024 on the Teachers' Day. So Dr. Rajesh Petnekar is an associate professor of chemistry. Okay, so just a brief note, the participants can ask questions in the chat box, and also you can ask after the webinar orally. So I will hand over to Dr. Rajesh, and thanks a lot again for joining this important conversation today. So
okay, sir. Good afternoon. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity on a Foundation Day of UBA. It is pleasure, sharing my idea about the UBA work done by our college. Let me share my screen. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. We have been associated with UBA since 2016-17 when UBA launched across UBA was launched across India. Then these are our 5 villages which we have adopted, and these are the villages. Goa is one of the tourist destination. Now we have 2 airports now. When this Mopa International Airport was announced in 2016-17, so we adopted those villages which are very close to this Mopa Airport. And these are the villages: Asapur, Sandel, Alarna, Kasarwane, and Asgaon. Now Asgaon is a village very close to our college. Then when we started our UBA, we identified the priority areas in these villages, and based on the several discussions with the MLA, then local governing bodies like municipality, then village panchayat, then some of the prominent citizens in the villages, and these were our themes for intervention. That is healthcare, financial inclusion, promoting organic farming, skill development and entrepreneurship, environment and sustainable development. Then 2 of our very green initiatives which we started is basically coming from the output given by the villagers during their meetings with the student and faculty members during the gram panchayats. Then one of the initiative is promoting natural holy color. For last 3 years, we have prepared around 2.5 to 3 tons of natural holy colors. and we have trained so many of the self-help group members from these villages. Entire process is driven through the students, and basically it started with the student complaining about the high adulteration of this holy color using synthetic chemicals and lot of health issues related to this. Then entire campaign is driven by the student, including the packaging, marketing, and with the help of the faculty members. And this was our initiative. It was launched through the chief minister's office, and he launched this as a state green initiative. And for since last 3 years, we have trained many self-help group member, school teachers, higher secondary teachers, and today most of the schools, higher secondaries, and self-help group members, they are preparing natural holy colors. It was highly appreciated across Goa, and today most of the schools, higher secondaries, they also promote it in their villages. Can show some of the glimpses of this natural holy color distributed across Goa and some part of Maharashtra and Karnataka. Then another issue, okay, which because Goa is as a large coastline of around 105-kilometer coastline, and most of the Goans love fish, and this was one of the initiative, okay, one of the problem brought by some student during their presentation, that lot of marine fish and all, they are highly adulterated and because of the microplastics. And we found that lot of waste or plastics, mainly single use plastic, they are dumped into our seas, and water bodies are highly polluted in Goa. There were large number of reports which says that these water bodies are highly polluted, and often these fish and other things are not edible for human. And this was one of the motivation when when we plan to start some campaign against the single use plastic, even though there is a ban on the single use plastic, but there is no proper implementation. Then these were the pictures, okay, most of these pictures are from my students presentation during their assignments, and they highlighted, this were the some of them were real pictures from Goa, which were highly which it made us to think about this pollution, microplastic pollution, or single, how we are using this single use and dumping them on the ocean, in the ocean. Then we search more many literature, and there are a lot of research article today published on microplastic, even nanoplastics. And basically the mother of these are basically single use plastic, and most of these microplastics, nanoplastics are derived from the single use plastic dumped by human beings. Yeah. Then there were local newspaper which also published several news articles, and our honorable chief minister often, when he visited during several meetings, he pointed out there are increasing cases of cancer not only in Goa but across India. And in one of the meeting, he highlighted the actual data wherein he said that out of 100 screened patients for cancer, 5 of them showed early symptoms of cancer. And this triggered us to find out what is the actual reason why there are increasing cases of cancer in Goa. Then we came across one of the report from IIT Kharagpur, wherein there was a study conducted by them. In fact, they first time they quantified amount of microplastic from the paper cups. Now, this paper cups has a unique issue wherein most of the people, especially in rural areas, when they know that there is a perception problem, wherein they think that it is a paper. However, we found that most of these paper cups are not the paper cups, but there is a plastic lining inside this paper cup, which holds these beverages. And there was a very interesting study by IIT Kharagpur, wherein they found out that in one sip of hot tea and coffee, when it is poured into these paper cups, it generates around 25,000 microplastic particles. Then most of this, we went to the markets, then most of the small vendors, tea shops and all, we identified many people usually take 2 to 3 cups of tea per day, and as a result, they consume around 75,000 tiny microplastic particles. And this was one of the serious issue, not talked or not often discussed by in many any forum or in any meetings. Then we took this as a initiative and started a campaign. And on the teacher day, on the 5th September 2024, exactly on the teacher day, we planned with the help of our dynamic principal, Professor Arolkar sir. He helped us to plan our campaign, and we were lucky enough that our Mapsa Municipal Council chairperson was a doctor by profession, Dr. Nutan Bicholkar. She helped us to launch this campaign from Mapsa Municipal Council, and we started this campaign, and it was year-long campaign. And to fund this campaign, we achieved a great support from our parent-teacher association and alumni association. Our college is celebrating 50 years, Golden Jubilee year this year, and as a result, we had around a network of around 30,000 alumni. We have more than 2,000 students every year, and around more than 100 teachers. All of them were integral part of this campaign, and we launched this campaign on a teacher day, and it was thought to be year-long campaign. Then, when came to the campaign, we designed one campaign material wherein we prepared two brochures. One was for citizen pledge, and second one was institutional pledge. It was very simple. Citizen pledge was that I will never use disposable paper cups for hot beverages, and I will always opt for sustainable alternatives other than this paper cups. Okay. Then I will spread this message about the health risks associated with this paper cup in my neighborhood. Second was the institutional pledge, and we gave a lot of presentation almost in all classes to around 1,800 students in our college. First, to generate awareness about this campaign, and we identified some schools, higher secondaries, hospitals, religious places, then government offices, and different colleges, then even including engineering colleges, medical colleges. We identified where our student will go along with the faculty members to do awareness about this campaign. Then this national webinar is a result of a 3-day workshop on nurturing grassroots innovation through action research under UBA, organized by National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. I was lucky that I could meet so many very active PIs and UBA coordinators across India, and one of them was Dr. Sudarshan from IIT Palakkad. You can see him in the picture. And I was lucky that Dr. Ramesh, Professor Ramesh, who was a coordinator for this 3-day workshop, gave me opportunity to interact with all of them for almost 1 hour. And I was lucky that I could interact with so many of the very active PI, including Dr. Krishna Veni from Holy Cross Home Science College, Tamil Nadu. Now, this lady is working on she is very helpful for our campaign because she is working with the substitute for these paper cups, and we are trying to have collaboration with her for supplying some substitute for these paper cups. And I will show her products later on in one of my slide. Then we wanted to start our campaign from our adopted villages, and he is our MLA, Mr. Praveen Arlekar, MLA from Pernem constituency, where 4 of our adopted villages are in his constituency. And we were lucky that he was also chairman of the Goa Handicraft and Rural Small Scale Industries Development Corporation. He showed a lot of interest in working with the farmer and other groups for substitute for this paper cups when he realized that this paper cup is a real problem and health hazard. Yeah. Then we were also lucky that Honorable Chief Minister of Goa gave us appointment, and actually we met him and discussed with him. He gave us more than 20 minutes time, and we explained to him in detail. He was very cooperative.
औषध
Then he also told us that okay, you start this campaign, and along with him he also introduced to his other colleagues in his ministry and MLAs, and explained to us that you can go to each constituency and do awareness on this campaign and health risks associated with the paper cups. However, he also warned us that simultaneously you continue your research and collaborate with somebody either in the state of Goa or other part of the country on having suitable alternative for the paper cups. Otherwise, you won't be able to ban this. Then he introduced to us to his other colleagues and ministers whom we met, and they were also very happy to allow us to do campaigning in their constituency. Then we also met some industry bodies who are manufacturers of these paper cups and other industries who could also help us and guide us in designing suitable alternatives for this paper cup. Yeah. Then Dr. Deepak Bandekar, chairman. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Sir, you're audible and someone is also talking. I will try to
Okay.
mute.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you please
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. So our we met Mr. Deepak Bandekar, who is chairman of Goa Management Association, and other member who actually we wanted their support to find out good alternative for these paper cups, especially working with the farmers. Then we also met another body which is very famous in Goa, that is Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Actually, they are associated with cluster of industries. Actually, we had several discussion with them. Actually, we need their support to work along with the farmers to design some alternatives for this paper cup. However, they promised us henceforth they will never use the paper cups for hot beverages in their offices, and also inform other industry members to not to use paper cups in their offices and industry, and also help us, promised us, assured us that they will also guide us in finding the substitute for these paper cups. Then we also met the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICI Goa branch, and they were also using paper cups before. And once we met them, we discussed with them. They also told us that henceforth they will never use paper cups, and also in their offices, because they are chartered accountant, they have big. All of them have almost 10, 15, or 20 staff in their offices. They also helped us to spread awareness about this campaign and health risks associated with paper cups, and also they helped guided us that okay, they can help us to find suitable substitute for these paper cups. Then we found that in Goa University, whenever we have our college is affiliated to Goa University, we have only one university in the state of Goa. We found that many times whenever we visit the Goa University during for exam or other duties or some conferences, they also give us hot tea and coffee in paper cups. But however, we were lucky that registrar of the Goa University that time was a polymer scientist, Professor VS Nadkarni. We gave him this pledge and explained to him the health related issues related to paper cups. And I think after 2024 September, they stopped paper using paper cups in entire Goa University. Then we have signed MOU with Beats Goa. We have worked with them on several projects. However, we met them. We met the project director Beats, okay, Biosyn Foundation, who just motivated us that you please spread the campaign about these paper cups. However, he just informed us that okay, as a scientist or as a chemistry people, you should also do some research on finding alternative. Otherwise, it will be a problem. Then we are working with them along with some farmers to design some innovative solutions. In fact, that they were very helpful. That okay, they told us if any money is required as a seed money to design any innovative solution, it will be supported through their foundation. Then we met Directorate of Higher Education, Dr. Bhushan Savaikar, who are our funding agency. Basically, our salary comes from the Directorate of Higher Education, and they have a lot of institutions and as a cluster colleges. And he promised us that he will issue some guidelines, and we were lucky that after 1 or 2 months, they issued a guidelines to all colleges not to use paper cups. And in fact, in their office also, I will show you in one of my slide, they immediately changed from paper cups to some steel cups, which was very nice of, and he understood the health related issue not only to his staff but also whoever visit his office. Then we, in fact, as a part of our campaign, most of the faculty who are part of either UBA village in charge or other faculty members visited different colleges. Okay, you can see some of the slides wherein we could meet principal wherever possible. Whenever they gave us time, we gave presentation to the student. These are glimpses of these visits to different colleges in Goa. We visited one of the famous college in Goa, that is Dempe College of Arts and Commerce at famous Miramar Beach. Many of you might have visited this beach. We met him, we explained to him, and he promised us that he will also promote our campaign in his college, along with NSS. Then we met our neighboring college, which is engineering college, Agnel Institute of Technology and Design, Asgaon. We met the principal. We were not able to give a session for the students. Okay, but however, he promised us that they will all promote this campaign as a result of their community initiative, and also not use the paper cups for hot beverages. Then we met one of these college in South Goa. Goa has got two districts, North Goa and South Goa. We met our friend Dr. Sanjay Desai, principal, Sri Damodar College of Commerce in South Goa, Margaon, okay, and gave him this pledge along with the students. Yeah. These are the two autonomous colleges. Goa has got only two autonomous colleges. We met the principal of these autonomous colleges. One is the Chaugule College, one is the Dempo College. We gave him the pledge to both this principal, and in fact, they assured us that they will also promote this our campaign in their colleges. Both the colleges have more than 1,000 students in their college campus. Then these are the two commerce colleges which are very close to the beach. One is in Ganpat Parsekar College of Education in Harmal, which is close to the Ashwaya and Harmal beach, world famous beaches. Yeah, and most of these paper cups are used there on this by either domestic tourists. Most of the foreign tourists, they don't use this. Okay, however, most of the tourists and local population, local people of Goa use paper cups, and it was very important that along the coastline they do some awareness. And we visited this college. Also, we visited many government colleges who are now part of this campaign, and they help us to promote this our campaign against the use of paper cups for hot beverages. And these are another two commerce colleges. One is in Mandram and one is in, okay, Bicholim. Yeah. This is the college which is very close to, okay, GIM, Goa Institute of Management campus. Yeah. Then this one college is in extreme, okay, of South Goa, wherein we visited, and we were lucky that the principal was very happy. He called us on a NSS day to have this awareness, and he gave us opportunity to interact with more than 200 students, and we were very lucky. Another college is, okay, in the, this is the government college Sankelem, very close to the GIM campus. Then this is another college with more than around 500 600 students. Then we also, as a part of our campaign, targeting almost all colleges, we also went and met the municipal chairpersons who are playing a very important role. Then one Siddhi Parab, chairperson of Sankeli Municipal Council. Now this council is in CM's constituency, and this lady took a great initiative and helped us to promote this campaign. And in fact, along with the schools and higher secondaries in her area, okay, they started promoting this in each and every household. Then we met chairperson of the Perne Municipal Council. Then we have Ayush Hospital. Okay, and in fact, Ayush Hospital, many of their doctors have the community programs, and we were lucky that Dr. Sujata Kadam, Dean of this Ayush Hospital, they allowed us to interact with their faculty members, and almost all the faculty members we met, and we informed them, and they plan to do this awareness campaign in their area in near Dargad and Pednem. Then we also went to the we along with our student and teacher, we tried to cover a landscape of different type of education institutions in Goa. And we also, as a part of that, we visited nursing institutes and physiotherapy and naturopathy institutes in Goa. And they were also very happy. In fact, many of them knew this problem, but now they are actively taking part in this campaign to do awareness about the not to use paper cups for hot beverages and avoid using single-use plastic. Then we also made another point that whoever visit our college as a guest faculty, we made it okay mandatory for them, okay, that any faculty member will give a pledge to her and request her to do awareness about this, or as a campaign in their colleges or higher secondaries or in their offices. Then we had a special Gram Sabha on 2nd October. Most of our teachers visited these villages, and in fact, villages, they were all these years they were using paper cups. And for the first time, okay, when we our faculty members and student informed that okay, it is not safe to have hot tea or coffee in the paper cups, they started using this. All of them, for the first time, they abandoned these paper cups and started using ceramic cups. In fact, they had a ceramic cups given to them long back by the Goa government, but they were not in use. All it was there in their cupboard. Okay, for the first time they used this, and they were very happy to use these ceramic cups. Yeah, this was the glimpses of our adopted villages, and this was done on 2nd October 2024 on Gandhi Jayanti. And also we made it a point that okay, in these villages, most of the teachers were giving some assignment. They gave activity based assignment, and this is the glimpses of few slides I have taken it from my student. As a part of their assignment, they went and met different villages in their locality and did awareness. We distributed around 10,000 of pamphlets with the help of support from Lions Club, then our PTA and Alumni Association. And we made it mandatory for the student to take a feedback from these villagers. Yeah. And as a result of this, okay, we were lucky that we got good publicity. It was covered in most of the news articles. Yeah. And one of our student who was working in Dubai came to know about our campaign, and she wrote a small article in Middle East, and it got published. Then it also got published in our local newspaper in the area. It gave good publicity and resulted in good brand building for the college. Then we made it a point that whoever, okay, we try to, okay, wherever any NSS camps were there or any student meetings were there, okay, we were invited, and we gave a talk, we gave a sessions on harmful effects of this. And one of them was one school in a very interior, very remote area in Parye in Sankelim area, wherein they invited us on their camp, and it was a very nice almost all the students along with their parent join our awareness campaign. Then GCCI in their monthly bulletin publish our one article along with our principal sowing seeds of sustainability, okay, in the golden jubilee year. Then we met one of the Swamiji from Tapobhumi, okay, and it was on Dasera day we met him because he is having a large follower, around more than 4 to 5 lakh followers are there, not only in Goa but in Maharashtra and Karnataka also. He was generous enough and kind enough to give us an appointment, and we interacted with him for 15 minutes. He gave a time to us. Then when we informed him about the paper cups, okay, and he was also curious to know what are the substitute for this, and he said that in his all his gatherings wherever possible and along with his follower, he will tell the people not to use paper cups, and also work with the farmers to find out alternative solution for this. Now when it comes to whenever and wherever we went for this, people always ask us one question: you are doing awareness, okay, but what about the alternatives? These are some of the alternatives, and these were the pictures sent by some of the people with whom we went and did awareness. Now this rice husk, maize husk based teacups are from that one madam from Tamil Nadu. Okay, she is preparing this cups, and we are ready to buy from her, and we are working with her, and we'll collaborate for the supply of this. And it is indeed in it will be in highly demand in Goa also, along with almost every part of this country, wherein people are using these paper cups for hot beverages, leading to health risk and increasing cases of health issues. Then many people are using this glass also. Then one of the picture which was shared with us was from DH Goa, wherein they have replaced paper cups with these steel cups. You can see the steel cups here in the picture. Okay, most of them, and most of the travelers and all, some of them have shared this picture. There are foldable steel teacups which are available. Most of the time it is used by travelers. Then for this initiative, we we had some linkages and collaboration with Rotary Club, Lions Club. Then Goan is a company from Goa State Biodiversity Board, and member secretary of Goa State Biodiversity Board is very helpful, and he has supported us in this campaign. Then we also have formal collaboration with Goa State Pollution Control Board and Directorate of Panchayats for our Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Then some of the problem faced during this campaign was no financial provision from the institution, the lack of strong support from the government support initially, but now they are aware. Then a lot of political interference sometimes, because many of the dealers of these paper cups are well-known people, and but however they are convinced now need more CSR support from industries. However, for often as a innovation and all, for innovation and all, we are non-technical institution. We need a good support from institution like IIT Palakkad or IIT Mumbai for any innovative solution. These are some of the, okay, we are very grateful to Unnat Bharat Abhiyan for helping us to link our education to the needs of community, and these are the impact or learning outcome for the student, what our student have learned. Basically teamwork and event management, dignity of labor, decision making, the values and ethics, innovative thinking, mapping of resources, conducting survey, holistic development, and civic sense. However, there is also learning for the community. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. This is our college. I request all of you to visit Goa. And whenever you are in Goa, please visit our college. We are in North Goa, close to the many world famous beaches. You are most invited in our college. And okay, thank you very much, Sudarshan sir, for giving me opportunity to talk to your students and faculty members. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Hello?
thank you very
Yeah.
much, sir. Yeah, if any questions,
Questions. Yeah, it's open to all. Those who are want to talk or raise any questions, they can speak. I request the participants have any queries regarding this campaign or anything additional to know.
yeah,
Please
I
ask.
request all of you. Okay, please do it. Start this campaign in your area, because this is the problem across India. And however, in the rural areas, there is a perception issue wherein people think that it is a paper. What you can do, there is a simple experiment which we can do, wherein just dip this paper cup, soak it in water, and just scratch it from backside, and you will be able to see. Okay, you will be able to see the plastic which is coated inside. And this is exactly our student did whenever they visited the villages. Okay, they showed this experiment to them and made them convinced that it is a plastic and not a paper, because we have to fight the perception battle first. Because, and there is another problem with this paper cup is this millions of these paper cups are dumped into the cities and blocking the drainages, because most of the people discard them as a paper thinking that they are biodegradable. However, because it is coated with the plastic, they block our drainages in the cities. And exactly based on this, Rajasthan High Court has banned these paper cups in the cities. And it is a time for all of us to pressurize the government to ban these paper cups, for especially for hot beverages. I will be very happy if any questions are there. Okay.
Rajesh sir, you want to ask anything?
Sir, any questions? Yeah.
Yeah. Rajiv sir, do you want anything to ask?
No questions, sir.
Any other members from the RCAs and the PAs, students part? So, thank you, sir, for the wonderful session. Since it's a foundation day, this is a live issue what we are going to discuss till now. So it's all about the individual to take this concept and work as part of the UBA in the coming days in national level. So I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Rajesh for the excellent session, and I extend my thanks to all the RC members, PA members who are joined, students and also thank our RC coordinator, Sudarshan Kotai, for the welcoming address. And thank you all of who are attended this session for once again. And thank you all. Thank you, Rajesh sir,
Yeah,
for
thank you,
your
sir.
time.
Thank you. Yeah, please
Yeah,
visit Goa. Yeah, okay.
yeah, sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, thank you all. Have a good day.